Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Great start.
Hello.
Throwing the birds, and I've already given out 2 cuss words within 30 seconds.
Right? Caw, caw,
I
caw,
can't even
caw,
see.
caw.
Stop! Can't even see my notes off. God. Oh, no, now I'm purple. I gave up my secrets. Whatever. All right, hello, welcome. I'm Keith.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Hey, welcome to Save the Planet. This has just been a stupid evening. We've been sitting here for like
Right?
15, 20 minutes as I try to mess with my stuff. I'm hearing ghosts, I think. But yeah, we've been sitting here for 15, 20 minutes, sitting here messing with my stuff. I got something loading here and I don't know who it is or what it's going to be. I'm still in anticipation. Jack's throwing birds. I'm cussing like a sailor and I'd found colors. Wee!
And usually you wait for us not to be recording to go messing with your stuff.
I know, but I was like, yeah, maybe this is a good time to mess with all the lighting and whatnot.
Oh no, I meant that in a totally dirty way.
Wh- What do you mean?
I meant you usually mess with your stuff in
Oh
private.
my God. Listen, I posted that shit this week, not for us to bring it back. Can you believe that was the first episode, though? Real talk.
What?
That we started talking about that stupid joke.
Oh, yeah. It took a while to get off the ground.
No, it took like 30 seconds. What are you talking about? It took you saying it multiple times in that episode later on. That was only a minute, sir. That was only a minute. You probably did it again. I didn't go that far because I'm like, oh, well, there's content, I suppose. Not stuff I particularly like, but hey, at least it's something people will be like, hey, that's why he keeps
It's
saying it. Yeah, that's why he keeps saying it, you
funny.
fuck.
Yeah. It's an ongoing joke.
An ongoing joke, I might add.
It's an ongoing joke that I think either your uncle or you started. So,
It's literally you. Oh no,
no,
it was me, I guess, but then you just
yeah,
pushed it out the door
yeah.
more. Little Jackie fail,
I
that's it.
mean, yeah, you started it, and as I always tell people, you throw one across the plate, I'm gonna swing, man,
Oh, we're not going into this whole being, hey, you started it, you started it. The fact is it started and I'm sad.
and it will never end.
Maybe I'm going to end it right now. Yeah,
No.
you're right. So how's it going? How was your week? I am feeling just sort of. I've been aggravated all day, really. Honestly,
Yeah, you told me that earlier.
I got up earlier today, and originally I didn't even know. Okay, so as we're recording this, it snowed, and I was not expecting snow. Uh, like
Lots of
maybe,
snow.
yeah, maybe like a half inch at that. So I was expecting a little, but not like a lot. Dude, we got like 4 or 5 inches today. I'm just like,
Yeah,
why did you stop it? Quit snowing on me.
yeah,
I have stuff to do. But no one wants to listen. Oh, Keith. Whoops. Get out of here, Wheels,
yeah.
bitch.
I wish it wouldn't have happened either, but it did.
Yeah, because you had trouble getting Donna.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you pictures of what the road looked like getting to my house.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Could have
Like
been
like
far
I told you
better.
before we yeah, like I told you before we started recording, it was almost like driving into a different country.
Right?
Like I worked all day. The roads were fine. They were perfect. And, I even told Donna, I said, I think you're good. So I'm just going to go on home instead of wait on you to get off work.
Yeah.
And dude started coming towards my house. And it was like, it was crazy. Like 1 second, the roads were perfect. And then I'm on the same damn road and it changed. Like you
Hmm.
couldn't see the road anymore. And like it even got bad enough that I seen a scraper truck coming behind me, and I pulled off the side of the road and let him get around me just so I could follow him into the valley.
Yeah, because you have
Yeah,
to at that point.
yeah.
Ugh.
But yeah, that's when I realized that I did not want Donna trying to drive our new van into the valley like that.
Oh no.
So I was like, no, I told her, I said, I'm putting this thing in 4-wheel drive. I'm turning around and I'm coming to get you.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny is though, like when I turned around and went back out, it was worse. Like I was like
Really
the part of the road that the part of the road that was clear when I came in was not clear anymore. And I
nice.
was like, oh wow. So yeah, I went and picked her up, and then come back, and most of the road to my house is cleared by the time I picked her up and started coming back.
Well,
But
that's
now once,
weird.
yeah, she still wouldn't have made it though, because like once you get off that big road, you know how it is when you get off the big road, you're almost to my house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But from right there at that stop sign to my house was
Mm.
so the van still wouldn't have made it.
Like I will say here, the roads were treated, and they did. By the way, excellent work to whoever works on roads. You all always seem to, even if it's not great, just be y'all being out there trying to work on the roads. You can't help what Mother Nature does. 100%.
Yeah.
It was fine if you go slow, and everyone luckily was going slow today, myself included. I just hated it. I hated it. And my car doesn't really have heat right now. It heats up, like the heater works, but my fan isn't blowing it.
Ooh,
So, yeah. So, in order to get my defrosted and my windshield defrosted, I had to open up my window some. So, I got cold air blasting on me while it's snowing just to get the heat, enough heat to go through. And I had to be at a certain speed for it to go through the vent and whatnot and clear out my windshield.
wow.
Yeah, so I had to go to Kroger earlier to pick up an order, and I was just so irritated. I got to Kroger and was sitting there. I was trying to be nice to the girl that because I just do pickup orders, just easier to do that for me right now. Got the pickup order. And I was trying to be nice to the girl, but if I came across as kind of a jerk, I apologize because I was I was mad. Then when I got home, I had to deal with getting all the stuff out, and it was cold, snowy, blah 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 blah. By the time I finally
Is that
got
when
in, huh?
is that when you messaged me?
No, this would have been after I got everything in. After I got everything
Mm,
inside and got all the food and stuff packed up, and the stuff I was going to bring to the house here to the house and stuff. My grandma's there. I got my bed at my grandma's just because I have a bed still. And I texted Jack. He was one of the first people I texted. Like, I'm mad.
I think
I
your text message said, "Guess who woke up on the wrong side of the bed and is not in a good mood?" And just to fuck with you, I was like, "Damn, that was a question on Final Jeopardy last night. What the
yeah, I
hell?"
know. I'm not having a good day right now, and he's just like, "Oh, I saw that on Wheel of Fortune. I just couldn't think of how it was mother." Mm. So
I made
a
you laugh though, didn't
great start. No, yeah, I was totally having fun at that moment. Let me tell you.
I?
Yeah, yeah, being upset because I was just not having a good few minutes there, and you hit me with a smart joke. Yeah, I was I was laughing my ass off, I'll tell you that much.
I bet.
I will say though, I'm because I don't get mad that often. I feel like a mad Keith is a funny Keith, and it sucks because I'm not trying to be at that moment.
Yeah.
That's the last time I want to be but just trying to crack a joke or whatnot is whenever I'm like stewing mad, like when I want to rip your head off. When I feel like I want to rip someone's head off, is the last thing. The last thing I want to hear is
Right. And see, you're not the only friend I have like that. You know Turtle.
yeah, turtle. Yeah,
Yeah, Turtle is one of those that when I've seen him off, he is hilarious.
yeah,
Like it's hard not to giggle at him because you know he's pissed and you know he's going to help, but for some reason it's just you can't help it. Like inside, you're just about to explode.
right.
Yeah, I've seen him at me, and all I could do was laugh at him about
It's like you're trying to be serious, but no one can take you serious because the way you're presenting yourself is just so funny.
it. Yeah,
It's like, stop laughing.
right.
Exactly my point. Thank you for making my point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, that's our day. We have an
Yeah,
entire uh well, we have an entire show to do. And then we got another show to do,
yeah,
supposedly, depending on
yeah,
how long this episode goes.
yeah, yeah.
So can't wait. I will say though, okay, so I know today wasn't that good of like a feeling type day for me. In total though, and the snow kind of helps, I'm not gonna lie. I am more ready for Christmas this year than I've been in a long time. And I
Oh,
get
yeah.
and I get why like some of that goes to where my mom passed away and whatnot. I've mentioned it multiple times, and it's important because it happened. But even before mom passed away, there were years that just like obviously I'm an adult. Get that way whenever you just don't feel Christmases like you did as a kid. But this year I finally start to feel it, man. And you know what helps big
Nice.
time this year?
What?
Look in there.
Oh, you put up a tree.
I got my tree. This is my first tree in my own house.
That's awesome.
And it's got the PlayStation symbols and whatnot and everything in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Look at it. Look at it. Future Keith, put up a video of a closer look at the tree in the dark. I'm going to do that now. Do that. Put that up there right now. Yeah, look at it.
It is a nice tree.
Could be nicer, though.
I told you. I told you about what's at the top of my tree, didn't I?
Did you?
I don't know, did I? I got.
Tell me now.
You know, well, we know I'm a fan of the Predator movies. I got a. It's a Predator, and he's holding on to the star top of my
I
tree, and
think
he's
you
just looking.
did. I think you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
You and your predator ways, dude. Oh, my God.
Oh, and little Jackie's been around with the damn Christmas elf.
I don't care.
You know,
You're
the
talking
kids
about
look.
Little
The kids.
Jackie and Elf on the Shelf?
Yes.
I don't care about either of those things. Why would I want to listen to
The
them?
kids woke up to the elf on the shelf, band-aided to the mirror upside down, and little Jackie was sitting on a box with the box of band-aids in front of him.
Oh my god, that gives me a great idea I wish we could do. Oh my goodness. It would take too much time and I don't think you'd be that interested once we really started doing it. But I so want to do like some kind of stop motion animation. And like I
Oh
said,
yeah.
it would take way too long to actually do because you see stop motion, you're like that can't be that hard. But then you just look at how many pictures you have to take and how much setup you have to do of moving the
Oh yeah.
characters particular ways and whatnot. It takes way too long. But I would love to one day do Elf on a Shelf, Little Jackie stop motion thing. That'd be so funny.
That would be cool.
And where we have the bomb itself, like he was on the show last week. That mother. Mm, I
Did you
can't.
have fun editing out all the words?
Oh, it was grand. Whenever we had to take in a serious episode, and then he just it up.
That's what he's good at.
Well, at least we're back to normal this week. So if he was on this episode, I wouldn't mind because look how many times I've already cussed. Look how many times you've already cussed.
He
We're
ain't gonna
back to
show up
normal.
when you expect him.
Well, I don't want him to show up now, and I was really nervous that knee popping up on your screen there was going to be him, and
No.
I was just going to throw a fit. I'm like, we didn't plan this thing, which is fine. We don't have to plan
uh,
anything, but
well, then there was one night that he climbed out of the shark's mouth and put the elf in the shark's mouth. Well, last year though, little Jackie and the elf were playing cards and drinking one night. Yeah, the kids woke up the next morning and the elf and little Jackie sitting at the kitchen table, and there's Uno cards laid out, and there's little small airplane bottles all empty laying around them. You know, they had a night drinking.
was there barbecue sauce anywhere?
No, you wasn't here.
Uh, I need a putty doll then.
You do.
I need a putty.
You do. You need a little putty.
Lulu.
Yeah,
Who
you need
said
to
that?
get you a little putty.
Who said that? Who did? I mean, a raccoon with the blue bandana isn't like the craziest thing in the world. In fact, I need to
No,
personalize putty a little more.
no, you should.
So tomorrow, though, I forgot my dad. we were going to go see the Gallipolis lights in Gallipolis, Ohio. They have them at the like the main center of town or whatnot. And it's really nice thing. They light up the place so well. It looks so nice. But we usually go to Crowdell Park in Point Pleasant first. Look at lights there, then we go across the Silver Memorial Bridge to Gallipolis and go look at those and just have a fine family time. We were going to do that Thursday, but I didn't. Thursday or Friday. Anyways, I didn't get off till too late and they went without me. I was mad. But what happened was it was so busy and so packed over there, they came back and they didn't even get to go and look at everything. So and when I saw Dad that evening, I'm like, well, guess that's what happens when you don't bring me, huh?
Karma's a
That's what I'm saying. So we're going to try to go Tuesday or tomorrow, depending on when or whenever you listen to this episode. So we might get another episode done tomorrow for sure. I have a special recording tomorrow, which is why it took us even so long to start recording tonight, which isn't actually that long. I mean, in comparison to what we're usually used to recording, this is relatively early.
yes.
But so for me personally, I got a busy night tomorrow. But we're still going to try to do 4, even if we have to record Wednesday, which is going to suck because I have to work Wednesday. Anyways, we'll have you all plenty of stuff to listen throughout the holidays. And now I'm curious what your plans are because yeah, we'll have more holiday stuff and we'll talk about more, but this is the closest I think to real time that will be until probably the new year. Let's be honest. So
Yeah.
I'm curious what you're going to be doing from here on out through Christmas time. If you have any kind of holiday plans, looking at lights or whatnot, or if you're just going to, bring your kids when you have them and just hang and what's going on?
Uh, I was Donna.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Donna was walking by.
Hey.
Uh, I mean, actually, we've already started kind of last week while the kids were here. We watched Christmas Story on the projector.
Oh,
Um,
yay. Great
yeah,
movie. Best
yeah.
Christmas movie, by the way.
The reason why we did this is because this Thursday, on the 11th, in my little hometown here, Bluefield, is the yearly Christmas parade.
Ooh.
And OD crew has been in the parades 3 or 4 times. We missed last year, but this year we're actually doing it, and the theme is a Christmas story.
Awesome.
So my son is going to be Ralphie, the cowboy Ralphie. So we let him watch that, just to get some training.
Of course.
And then my youngest daughter is actually going to be the little brother with all the coats and stuff on.
Oh, that's
Uh,
great.
yeah, and then I'm going to be the dad, and Donna's going to be the mom. We're going to have some bathrobes on, and all that. And luckily, the secretary where I work is a huge Christmas Story fan, and she has the leg lamp, and
Awesome.
she's
You
going to
got
let
the
it. She's
whole
going
leg
to let
lamp?
us. She's got the whole leg lamp. Yeah, I sprayed her house the first time, and I seen it, and I was like, "Holy!"
That's
She's got
awesome.
the leg lamp. Yeah, so she's got the leg lamp and a pink Christmas tree. So we done that, and also Flossie, she ordered a bunny costume, but We're gonna have an adult wearing the bunny costume. Just not. We're not sure who yet, but we'll figure that out. Um,
Turtle?
if I wasn't, maybe if I wasn't gonna have to be the dad, I would totally wear the damn bunny costume. I don't care because
Yeah.
something tells me it's gonna be warm. That costume's gonna be nice
It will be
for
very
the
nice for you
weather.
to wear that.
Yeah, yeah. But no, so yeah, we did Christmas Story, and that's I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas, but I even posted this on Facebook that I love our setup this year. I don't know if you saw the picture, but I had the pull down screen with Christmas Story playing, and right next to it is our Christmas tree, and then in the corner is the TV, and then right next to that's our fireplace with the stockings hanging, and the way
Oh
the
my
fireplace
god,
is
that
going.
makes me just so dude, that makes me feel Christmas to the bone.
right? Yeah, right.
That's
And
ooh,
the cool thing is the fireplace. You know, I don't know what it is about this house, but every year our power bill is like $800 or $900 a month during really cold season. You
oh
know,
my
during the
god.
cold months. So we lucked out this year. My ex-wife has been living in this house for like 10 years, and she's never got to make any changes on it because of the agreement they had until she owned the house.
Yeah.
Um, but for like 10 years, she's had this fireplace sitting in her basement and never used it. And it's a propane fireplace. So she asked us if we want it, and we took it. And, dude, that thing, you put it on low, it heats my whole house. Like right now, that's the only thing running in my house right now, and it's nice in here, you know.
Nice.
Um, and my buddy come over and helped me hook it all up because he works for a gas company, and he told me, he said, "Dude, this heater will heat like a 1,000 square feet." And I was like,
Wow.
"That's that's about my house, you know." So I think
Perfect.
we're good, and
Yeah.
it's doing a damn good job. But it looks great, like I said, you know, with the stockings hanging from it, and you know, the fireplace going, the tree right there. So yeah, I love our setup this year.
That's awesome,
Um,
dude.
and then last night, we did, me and Donna. We just It was just me and her. Her son went to a birthday party for most of the night. So um, I picked my two of my favorite Christmas movies,
Mhm.
and we watched those. Um, you know, me being me. Um,
Can I guess
Probably
what your 2 Christmas movies are, by the way?
go ahead, guess.
Okay. So, I'm sure it's the one with Goldberg.
No, we didn't watch that one.
Anything to do with Krampus?
No.
Are they actually legit Christmas movies?
Yes.
Huh.
No,
I dude, I swear I thought you were gonna go with a horror or something crazy. Let me guess then. Die Hard.
but that's got to come too. That's got to come soon.
Okay. Stop me on guessing. Give me a how many more times should I be able to guess before this bit gets old?
I'll give you two more guesses on one of them, and I'll tell you one, and then you can guess two more times on the other.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so Jingle All the Way.
No, but that's a good one. That's
That's a
always on
great.
our watch list. I usually watch that one when the kids come home, though.
Ah, I got you. You're not counting A Christmas Story in these two, right? Because that'd
No,
be kind of
no,
goofy. All right, good. So
yeah,
these are
no,
just
no,
yours. Your
yeah.
2 Christmas movies. What would you like? It has to be something. It has to be something like it's either something out there or something really like, duh. Uh, I'm gonna go with the Santa Claus.
No, but that's also a part of the watch list when the kids are home.
I chose that one because
So
I like.
I'll go ahead and tell you what it is, and it's actually my favorite Santa movie,
Uh
just
huh.
because this Santa is awesome.
Is
Um,
it Bad
but have you
Santa?
ever No.
That
Have
goes
you
for
ever seen Have you ever seen Violent Night?
no, but it's gonna make sense though.
Oh no, dude! It's actually a really good Christmas movie.
Is it?
Um, yeah, I don't. You know who David Harbour is?
Name
He's
sounds
on
familiar.
he's on Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I know who that is.
Yeah, yeah. He played Hellboy.
Mm,
But yeah, he's Santa Claus, and he's Santa that's been doing this for thousands of years. He
hmm.
used to be a Viking. He used to be a Viking back in like Norse times. You know, when Vikings were around, he was a Viking,
Mhm.
and like his sleigh even looks like a Viking ship. He's got his reindeer. But no, he's burned out on Christmas because you know the naughty list has done got too big,
Mhm.
and kids aren't really grateful for what they get. And he's in a rich family's house during Christmas, and the rich family gets taken hostage. And there's a little girl in the house that's got a walkie-talkie that's figured out how she can talk to Santa on the
Mhm.
walkie-talkie. So he's trying to save the little girl and her family through the whole movie. But
Hmm.
it's cute how they slide in these little Christmas magic moments. Like if he touches his nose, he'll go up the chimney, and you know uh, He's all about the Christmas magic keeps him alive. And, he's got a sack, and the sack looks empty, but when you reach into it, you'll pull out a present, and you just keep pulling presents. So yeah, it's cool. It's got him and like John Leguizamo. It's a really cool movie. It's fun.
Oh, that sounds cool. No, I've never
Yeah,
actually
even
heard of that before.
it was good enough that they're making a sequel. The sequel comes out next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a cute movie. You
So
being a
it's
Christmas fan, you'll actually like it.
so it's newer though. I don't know a lot of newer ones.
I think it came out last year. I think it came out 2024.
Okay, okay, it
But
is
it's
newer.
it's it is a very violent movie though. It's like I said, it's got the cute Christmas stuff. Like the little girl, she watched Home Alone the night before,
Hmm.
so when she's hiding, she's trying to set up booby traps like Kevin did in Home Alone to
Yeah.
keep the bad guys away. Like it's cute, but it's very violent.
How
But
did I
he's
know it was
definitely the
gonna?
most Santa.
How did I know that violence was going to be somewhere in this movie? I didn't.
Well, the next one
No,
has violence too.
it does.
The next
I have no
the next
idea.
one's pretty violent. Uh, but it's a cool one. He's probably my second or third favorite Santa Claus. But Fat
Oh,
Man,
what?
Fat Man is the name of the movie.
Fat man.
Yes, Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus.
I didn't know Mel Gibson was ever a Santa Claus.
Yes, he is, and he's a cool Santa.
Oh my god. Why here? Okay, so here's why. It's because I don't watch Christmas movies with violence and stuff in them because I just don't see Christmas that way. Maybe
Well,
that's just I don't know.
that's
Oh,
the thing. Like,
the
do
first
what?
thing I get whenever I see Fat Man is the atomic bomb that they used. Do you
Atomic
not,
Bomb.
yeah, do you not know that? Fat Man was Little Boy and Fat Man were the two bombs they used against
Oh,
in the war.
oh yeah, Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me type in Fat Man movie, not Fat Man just in general. Hmm. No, I did not know this is a newer movie too. I did not know any of these existed. But yeah, I
It's
when it
cute.
comes when it comes to Christmas movies, I go for like more of the wholesome, generic, almost Disney-esque vibe to
Eh,
Christmas. That's why I mentioned
I mean,
movies
I
I
like those too.
yeah.
I like those too. But like with Violent Night, it still is a really cute Christmas movie. It has enough of those elements to still make it a cute Christmas movie. The little girl helps a lot though. But Fat Man's a little different. Fat Man, uh, Santa and the elves, they make toys every year for the government. The government pays Santa and elves to make the toys for Santa to deliver them because it helps boost the economy. It encourages people to buy. Um,
Okay.
well, with all the kids that's getting on the naughty list more and more every year, Santa and the elves aren't making as many toys.
No.
So the government cuts his checks. So all of a sudden, he ain't got enough money to keep the lights on and pay the elves. Um,
I'm
so the
laughing at
government,
this like this is ridiculous, but it's not because this is literally just be like any other business. It's
yeah.
just funny because it's Santa.
Oh, there's at one point where like he does because the government offers him more money, but in the off seasons, the elves have to make like control panels for fighter jets. Um, if they do that, then they'll pay the rest of the money. Uh, so he doesn't want to agree to that. So like there's one scene in the movie where he's calling Elon Musk. He's like, Elon, what do you got for me? What do you need us to be making this year?
Where the
And
did Elon
Elon,
Musk come from in this? Holy
oh, he's sitting down with a list of different companies and stuff to call to see if they need the North Pole to be making anything. But they're outsourcing to cheaper places than the North Pole. So he ends up having to take the government's offer. But the last Christmas, there's this rich little kid that's just an evil little, and he got coal for Christmas. He went down and he opened the box and he found coal. So This kid runs outside in the snow, going, "You messed up big time, fat man," and he actually hires a hitman to go and kill Santa Claus.
Dog.
So yeah,
And
the hitman shows up right after the military's moved into the North Pole. So there's military and elves and Santa's a by the way. Um, Santa. The movie starts with Santa standing outside getting target practice on cans on a fence post. He's good with a gun, but yeah, it's pretty wild. And Walton Goggins is the hitman, and he has like this intense hatred for Santa because Santa never gave him anything good either because he was an evil little when he was a kid. So yeah, it's pretty funny.
I should have put machine guns right there and right there.
Right?
You take this so violent. That's
Well,
nuts.
see, another one of my favorite Christmas movies was Scrooged. You ever watch Scrooge?
Oh, with Bill
Bill
Murray?
Murray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen it.
that one
Oh,
had violence though
I
too,
have
a little
I
bit.
haven't seen it. It's always been one of those where I was always going to, but I just never got around to it. But I know of it.
It's a good movie. But even in that, like he's running a TV station and he's playing these commercials that are just like violent as hell, trying to promote the Scrooge play that's going to be on TV that season. It's like I think it's at the end of the commercial. It's like watch it or dare, something like that.
Oh, he's running a
Showing like
TV
it.
station.
Yeah.
I'll wait to watch it. Ugh.
But no, so yeah, we watched those last night, and actually, Donna's mom got us tickets this Sunday. I've never been there before. It's called Tweetsy Railroad. Apparently, it's down. I think it's either in Bristol, Virginia, or Bristol, Tennessee. But it's
Well,
supposed to
no
be like
wonder
one
you're
of the
gonna be
biggest,
trying to rob the railroad gunpoint.
right? But from what I've been told, it's like one of the biggest light displays in the area.
Hmm,
So apparently, it's got like ice skating, it's got Christmas lights and a train, and it's just all kinds of wild shit. Like you actually get tickets to get on the train, and the train takes you through all the lights. So yeah, supposedly it's really kicking. I've never been, but we're gonna find out Sunday.
we'll find out Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
But then aside from that, this I got my kids until like 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve. So we're going to do presents then, and then they go to their mothers, and they'll be back uh, sometime late Christmas Day. So,
Hell yeah.
but I am kind of we was talking about stresses and stuff, and how I'm stressing presents. Um, I'm so lucky to have the customers that I have. I only got one kid left to get stuff for, and it's only like $50 left
Ooh,
to
nice.
do, and Christmas is done. But like a customer, I got a card in the mail today from one of my customers, uh, and it had $150 in it. Um, and I got other customers. It's just I got one customer to give me $100. Actually, this year I've had three customers already give me $100 for Christmas. I've had three or four customers give me $50 for Christmas. My boss still hasn't given me my Christmas bonus, but that's coming. So, the stress has kind of come off. I've got everybody handled for Christmas. I can chill
Good
and
deal.
actually enjoy. Yeah, I can actually enjoy the rest of December. Uh, and I actually got like half the presents wrapped on Saturday. So,
Ooh, very good.
yeah, yeah, I'm on top of it.
Man, it looks like we're going to have a pretty decent Christmas ourselves. At least
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it looks like it might turn out to be that way. At least a less stressful Christmas anyways. But I will say,
What are y'all going to be doing?
uh not sure yet. We definitely want to do something here per se. Um I don't know. I know that my uncle wants to do some kind of thing at his house, and I don't know at the moment if we're going there too or if we're doing something. We're definitely doing something here. I don't know. It's still
Hmm.
just I feel like right now it's still just all talk until we get there. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Honestly, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with kind of just on the fly. Hey, let's do something. Let's go. It breaks up a little the the traditions, but honestly,
Hmm.
at this point in my life, I need new traditions.
Yeah,
I think it's time to break in some new stuff coming on.
yeah. I mean, you got that tree, you might as well use it.
I know. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
And speaking of like stresses and whatnot, last week was a pretty serious episode, and I just wanted to follow up real quick. I talked before Thanksgiving to a couple ladies that involved with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I haven't followed up with them just yet, just because I got back to working this past week. So this coming week, sometime I do plan to follow up on them, and we will try to do interviews with at least one of them, at least a quick 5-minute interview. Hopefully, in the next couple episodes, I'll just plug them in somewhere, whether we bring it up in the episode or not, or whether they're on at the end or on at the beginning, to go more into mental health and holidays time around this time and whatnot. So I just wanted to quickly mention that here at the end of talking about Christmas stuff and whatnot, because I still think it's important, not just in general mental health stuff, but definitely where we're in the holidays, and especially with January being not a holiday month, obviously, but more kind of a depressing month in general.
Mm.
It's important to talk about that too. So I'm gonna follow up, hopefully before the holiday season. That's my plan for that, anyways.
Is one of them the lady that I know?
Yes, yes, it is.
Sweet,
So
sweet.
hopefully we will talk to her, or we will talk to, I don't know if it's her boss, but someone around her or something. Same deal,
Oh yeah,
basically.
nice.
So we'll talk to one of them and hopefully go from there into continuing the Christmas spirit while also watching the old ticker up there,
The old noggin.
the old Chrome Dome. This Saturday, as you're listening to this show right now, as you're watching, hello. One of the most polarizing superstars in WWE history is calling it a career, with John Cena having his final match on Saturday night's main event. The show is based in Washington, D.C., and we'll have a bunch of NXT guys against WWE guys. Kind of what he wanted, in the sense of being able to spotlight these guys and gals and show them what the future of the WWE is, like he was able to do against Kurt Angle so many years ago. I wanted to get your opinions on some of the best and worst moments of John Cena, not just matches, but just him as a wrestler in general that you can think of. I have a couple on my mind right now, but I wanted to hear some from you first.
I mean, me being the age I'm at, I remember when John Cena came out and got up in Kurt Angle's face. I was watching that SmackDown when it happened. Um, so it's kind of bittersweet to sit and think, that this Saturday will be the end of his career, um, unless he pulls a Ric Flair and just has like a million retirement matches.
Oh,
Um,
I'll get to that.
but yeah, but I mean, I was never the biggest Cena fan. Just he wasn't my kind of guy. Um, but you can't help but respect him. The dude was, he's strong as a damn ox.
Hmm.
So I mean, if you think of big time John Cena moments, you always got to think about getting the Big Show up and hitting him with the attitude adjustment. That's definitely one. Hitting two people at the same time with it. Um, you know, his matches with Brock Lesnar or Batista. Him and Batista had a really good run. Uh, their I Quit match was awesome.
Hmm.
So you know, Cena's done a whole lot of good, And I always blame Cena for the whole PG era. I I, I still believe John Cena is the reason that there was the PG era, because he becomes so popular with the kids. Um, but what he did for wrestling, you can't really deny. The dude is really one of the greatest. Even though I really don't like the dude, um, but you got to respect what he done for the business. But I never rooted for him one damn time. He
I
could have been fighting the worst heel, and I would have hoped that they beat his ass.
I was a big fan. I was a huge John Cena fan whenever he was basic thugonomics Cena. Right when
And
it
that
became
was you was probably around a teenager then, wasn't you?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was huge into Cena then. Whenever he won the title, I remember getting the shirts. Like I one of them it was that white one that had the never back down, never quit in black letters on the back and the chain gang logo on the front there. I remember doing that
Mm.
and going I went like him for Halloween a couple years back
Oh
then
yeah.
too. Yeah. It was right around the era where he started acting like a stupid Marine because of the Marine
Mm.
movie,
Yeah.
where that really, like, I did not like where they were going. And I'll tell you, his best moments, his best stuff, in my opinion, was probably from like 2002, whenever he became the rapper, to 2000, late 2005, early 2006, and then came back to from like 2016 to now. Minus the stupid heel run, the
Mm.
recent heel run, because that
The
like
only heel one. Well, no, he was a heel. A lot of people don't remember he was originally a heel
yeah,
when he first started.
basic thugonomics
Yeah.
Cena was a bad guy. He
Yeah, he
turned
was like a gangster.
yeah, he turned good. And
Yeah.
that was a craze because my friends and stuff and I grew up like liking him and stuff. And I actually really enjoyed that as well. So we really got big into John Cena. So but like I said, when he started becoming the Marine is also around the time my mindset was changing because of being a teenager or whatnot, and couldn't stand him. The worst freaking memories I have of John Cena is that time between 2009 to 2012 where he was just so over the top comedy garbage. It was
Mm.
it was pukey. Remember, well, I grew up with ruthless aggression. You grew up with attitude. This stuff is
Mm.
coming right after this. You go
Yeah.
from and cussing every few minutes, intense promos that felt more real just because you could say and be real, to kind of more stupid promos, but still had some of that intensity and still some of that adult that it was starting to feel hokey, but at the same time, there were some really good things in Ruthless Aggression era. You had new stars
Yeah.
coming in too, to just this childish, boring, gross
Yeah.
comedy that doesn't work, that's not funny, led by a
No.
guy that looked like a big fat bowl of fruity pebbles.
Right.
Oh, The Rock's promo is just amazing.
Had to steal that from The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
dude, ugh. The time
Yeah.
when the punk era was starting and they held him back even more, the late 2011 was really good for maybe about 2 months
Yeah.
for the Money in the Bank match, and then sort of leading to the SummerSlam match, and then they ruined that too. Even though Punk's did start getting on a run, but it was
Yeah.
right after Punk won at Money in the Bank. They had that dumb, um, what was it? Tournament, had Rey
Hmm.
Mysterio win that tournament. This is
Hmm.
my least favorite thing of John Cena. Actually, I have two. The first least favorite thing was the night that he won the title back from Rey Mysterio, the same night that Rey first won his first ever WWE title.
Yeah.
Because he'd won the world title in 2006, but that's separate. The WWE
Yeah.
title was huge. He'd never won that before. He won it in a tournament, and then he dropped it to John Cena the same night.
Yeah,
Why? And then a
that's
few
because
years
during that
before,
time they gave John Cena anything he wanted.
because he was the guy, he was
He was
their
the golden boy.
time, which is crazy to
Yeah,
think. And then the time, like a year or two before then, where they had the draft, and their roster, in my opinion, was just so lackluster at the time. So they drafted John Cena to SmackDown, which actually would have been a good idea at the time, honestly. But at the end of the night, because I kind of like the draft back in this, whenever they drafted him back to Raw, that killed the draft for me. It's like,
yeah,
oh, you can draft a guy the same night that you already drafted him to the other show. What's the point of doing a draft? I know this is
that was
fake. This is fake professional wrestling. I get it. Professional wrestling's like male soap opera, fake baloney, hokey, phony baloney. I get it, but some things have to make sense. And the way they've done the draft before, this made no sense. I'm over this. Never
that
gotten.
was their that was also their way of trying to just make him boost him that high. Was that he was being fought over by both shows to
Yeah,
to have him on their show, and that
you
was
know
just more of a way to boost him as the greatest.
they call him the goat, but he was just kind of forced being the goat
You know,
because they really didn't have anybody close. Batista was done. Orton was
hmm
nowhere close to Cena's league. Who did they have? Kind
bunch of old guys that were ready to retire.
of the problem they're going to be running up here soon too.
hmm
It's there's so much stuff in Cena's whenever he was actually like the guy on top that just
Yeah,
kind of ruins a lot of my good feelings about him. But he had a great career though. I mean, obviously,
I'm not a, I'm not a fan of him having his final match against Gunther.
I want to talk about that because that will be his final match. That was decided. Do you see him winning?
I don't. I think that this is their way of building Gunther. They've already let him retire Goldberg, let him retire John Cena. What else is next? Will he be the one to retire AJ Styles next year? Uh, I feel like they're making Gunther into that character of he's the one that retires legends.
But would they do that to John Cena being it's his final match in a hyped up final year that they've
Yeah.
done this entire year, 36 dates, and we're down to the last week, to the last one. Would they actually let Cena lose this?
I
Especially
would hope they wouldn't.
especially after he just dropped the IC title, and I think that's just kind of the problem with putting the IC title on him anyways.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you need him to lose it, and you don't want him to lose in his last match. So luckily he didn't have the title going into this. But now he just lost in the second to last match, his prenuptial match. I think that's the word. But the one right before he's about done, he just lost the Intercontinental title. I feel like they're going to be like, well, he lost the IC title in his second to last match. We're going to have him win his last match because, duh, he's going out on top somehow.
I mean, I could see it going either way. I could see it going, yeah, Cena's still in good shape for his age. He can still perform. So let's let him win his last match. But also, I've seen a little snippet of an interview that somebody had recently with John Cena, and Cena said after 2 or 3 weeks of him being retired, nobody's going to give a fuck about him anymore. Um, and that's how Cena actually feels, which makes me wonder if you know they are going to have him lose, and this almost be kind of a passing of the torch to a younger guy to expect this younger guy to carry the company for another decade.
But Gunther's in his 40s.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of their best guys are in their late 30s, early 40s.
I
That's
guess
what,
that's still
like
an
you brought
old
up
school way of
earlier.
thinking that he should be passing it to a guy that's in his late 20s, early 30s, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you would think, But I mean, in the end, that whole tournament was a bunch of guys that's in their late 30s, early 40s.
pretty much.
You know, it took LA Knight forever to ever become a big name superstar, and damn, he's about 40 now, ain't he?
Yeah, yeah. I think that might
And
just
I
be a
know,
problem with the tournament and WWE in general anymore, but that's just me.
yeah, the Usos they're in their late 30s,
Mhm.
I believe. Hell, even I know Roman Reigns wasn't in the tournament, but Roman's I think he's a year older than me. Roman's like 41, I believe.
Mhm. And
So
he's
I mean,
part-time.
most of your huh?
I said he's part-time now, so
Yeah, he's pretty much part timer. But I mean, we're getting to that stage like we were at the end of the Attitude Era, where your Stone Colds, your Rocks, your Undertakers, they're all getting close to that retirement, and we got to bring somebody in
mhm.
and do it. But like you said, them doing it with Gunther is just weird because he's like I said, he's almost 40 already. They really should have played this smarter and picked a younger guy um, to do it. But hell, who the hell would they pick? They
Great
haven't
question.
really built. They haven't really built anybody up to take in that kind of role.
No.
That's a younger guy.
No, not
I mean,
anybody.
this ain't the same days as when Randy Orton was the youngest world heavyweight champion.
Right. They really even in PG nor Renaissance eras, they've not built anybody new up.
No,
Not that's young, anyways. That's been a problem with WWE for years now.
yeah. I'm almost wondering if they forgot how to do it. They spend so much of their time concentrating on the CM Punks, the Randy Ortons, the John Cenas, the LA Knight, Roman Reigns. They spend so much time building up these guys because everybody loves them, but they're not putting any time into building somebody up that you're going to have to love after these guys are gone.
I don't think it's 100% that might be part of it, but I think mostly it's well, these guys make us the most money. Let's get short term game now, and then
Yeah,
not even think about the long term because it's going to come to a point where Punk is gone, Roman's gone, Seth is injured again. You're going to not be able to focus on these guys anymore. And we said that about Cena and stuff too and whatnot, but he never went away. But now he's going away. You could have said that about 10 years ago with Cena.
yeah.
But now it's really starting to show that like these guys aren't getting younger. You really need, and
Really,
you have Braun Breaker there, and yeah, that's one piece. Braun Breaker's a good piece. Don't get me wrong, but you need more pieces. A show doesn't run on one person, even if Cena kind of carried the show on his back for a long time. Yeah, well, Raw suffered, and it sucked for a long time too.
well, I mean, right now they're kind of making him. They're not really kind of making him a joke. They are in a way, but really, somebody like Dominic Mysterio is going to be one of those
Dom,
future Hall of Famers.
yeah, Dom
I,
should
I,
definitely
I
be a
can't
piece.
stand him,
No,
but the thing is, I can't stand him is because that's how they want you to feel about him. They want you to not like him.
yeah, he's
And
doing
the
really
funny
good.
thing is, my son sees right through that. My 10-year-old son, one of his favorite wrestlers is Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, they know Dom's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So yeah, like with Dom and Braun Breaker, those would have been two good options to end Cena's career
Well,
instead
in a
of
sense,
Gunther.
Dom did like Dom got the last big time little run there with Cena. Cena's
Yeah,
true
he got
last
to be
story.
Cena's last title match.
Yeah, Cena's true last story is going to be going after the Grand Slam, and Dominic Mysterio is all about that. So that's a feather in
Hmm.
his cap. It's just the problem is, yeah, now he's going to face Gunther in his very final match, and that's going to help short term. Sure, that's going to build up Gunther, and you may have Gunther main event a WrestleMania or two in the next 2 or 3 years. But what happens in 2029? What happens in
I,
2030?
I feel like they've gave Gunther too much. When they let him retire Goldberg, the whole time I was like, Goldberg's over 50. He can't win his last match. But I would have much rather seen Spear versus Spear and see Braun Breaker versus Goldberg than I would have Gunther versus Goldberg.
The problem is though, is like if you don't give Gunther the win against Cena, that hurts him. And if you give him the win against Cena, I don't really think it does anything extra for him. Like, yeah, he can go around saying, I'm the guy that retired Goldberg and John Cena, but it's like, okay,
Yeah,
it should work better than that, but I don't
you're
think,
giving it, but
I
you're
don't,
giving these to a guy that didn't need him in the first place.
yeah,
He was a dominant champion when he had the belts.
yeah,
He
because
didn't need these.
he should be doing it.
Yeah,
He should be someone that retires John Cena. You to someone else that that you wouldn't expect would be one of the younger guys facing off against Cena, and the younger guy beats him. That would be better storytelling. You get
yeah,
a Gunther in there with Cena. Yeah, you expect it. I
yeah.
don't think it helps
So, I
build.
mean, no, Gunther was a guy that, like I said, had a long title run, a successful title run,
He made
more
the
than
Intercontinental
once.
title finally mean something for a while.
Yeah,
He had
he don't need the boost. He didn't need the
no,
boost.
no, not at all. He's already been world champion, even though the reign wasn't stellar. He's already been world champion. Made had an even better Intercontinental title run. He beat Goldberg. He didn't need this, and I just
I feel like I even feel like back when with, I feel like him beating Goldberg did worse for his career than it did help it.
yeah. Because what really has he done since?
Not a damn thing.
You know how much beating Goldberg and beating Cena is going to help in his career? This much,
If that,
if that.
yeah,
In comparison to everything else he's done, people are going to remember the IC title run. People are going to remember him finally winning the world title. People are going to remember him as Walter winning the UK title back in the day and his indie runs and whatnot. People are going to know that he retired Cena and Goldberg, but they're not going to remember anything other than they cut Goldberg's mic at the end of Saturday Night's main event.
yeah,
They're not going to remember the
yeah.
match.
Yeah, they screwed over Goldberg on his final night.
Yeah.
That's what people's going to remember. Yeah,
And the only thing people are going to remember for this is John Cena's final match, not that Gunther won.
no.
At the end of the day, you
That
can't tell me that
most
people
people will probably barely remember who he had in his last match.
100%. And I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
Big problem. Do you think truly that this is John Cena's last match? Like, as a full time competitor, as even a part time competitor, I'm convinced it is. I'm not convinced this
I
is his last match.
I I would hope it is because he was one of those even years ago. I can't remember. I think he was either talking to Rock or Ric Flair or somebody back in the day. But whoever it was, he told him, "The day I retire is the day I don't come back."
Hmm.
And I feel like that's been his theory and his plan all along. And I feel like if he was to come back after this retirement match, it would cause the fans, they would get excited at first, but they'd all lose respect for it because this guy had a whole like year of the last time is now, and if you come back after that, it's you've tarnished everything you did. So I would hope he's smart enough to just stay away from wrestling. Maybe one day be like a general manager, or something like that. When he's older, but not get back in that ring. Don't be Ric Flair. I worry all the time. Ric Flair will die in that ring.
Oh, yeah.
That dude's had that dude's had 20 or 30 retirement matches. you know, so it's when it, like with Ric Flair, he's always the one I bring up. Him and Hulk Hogan did it. They would have so many retirement matches. It got to the point, but every time they'd show up, you'd just roll your eyes, be like, "Oh God, here we go again."
I don't
This is retirement match number 72.
I don't think it's a thing where he's going to become a Ric Flair. That's damn sure not going to happen. My thing is that everyone gets the itch. Everyone at one
Yeah.
point, Undertaker talked about it whenever he finally settled it. Even like a few months later, he's like, "Man, I really want to do this again." Every wrestler
Mm-hmm.
gets the itch. Everyone's talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's going to be a thing like Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. It's going because it's going to come to a point. Yeah, Cena's a big can be a big Hollywood actor now. Sure, I think it's going to come. There's going to come to a point where Cena gets that itch, maybe 5, maybe 10 years down the line, and goes, I'm still healthy enough. I might be 58 right now, 10 years, if we go at that. I think I can do one more. And if the money's right, like especially in Austin's case, or especially in Michael's case, good lord, in particular Saudi Arabia shows, he'll do
Hmm.
it. You can't tell me he won't. Because he'll look at how much money they're going to pay him, which is going to be a ton. You can believe that. And he's going to look at how much he really wants to get in the ring. I completely agree that this is it when in terms of like actually doing anything important in his legacy in his career. I'm not convinced at all that he won't step back in that ring again.
I
Not
just hope he don't
anytime soon.
in a match capacity.
I'm not convinced. Sean and Stone Cold coming back, I'm not convinced. If
I mean,
there's
it's something you never throw the idea away.
if there's one person to do it, it is him. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not convinced he's just not going to end up being like every other wrestler who says, "Yeah, I've had my last match. That's done. I'm not coming back." And then 10 years down the line, they get one more match and that's it.
And part of me feels like though with Cena, I feel like he made this decision because I feel like Cena has put a lot of stock in the idea of him being a big time Hollywood actor.
I think so too. Yeah.
And I mean I like some of his acting. I don't I most of it I don't, but some of it I do. Like him as Peacemaker's hilarious.
Yeah.
Peacemaker's great. But some of his other movies was just, oh God. I was like, oh God, this guy can't act. Um, so what happens? Cena does have a good movie career going right now, but anybody that watches movies knows that that moment of that 15 minutes of fame can go really quick.
Mhm.
What happens? His movie career goes down the drain in a few years. He ain't got nothing. Then what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, I'll go
You
back to wrestling.
you fall back on what you're good at.
Yeah. So I mean,
We
I'm not counting it out. I'm just saying if he does it, it'll be a bad move.
we shall see, honestly. I'm still not convinced he won't get the itch and go back one day. It won't be any time any close to anywhere soon. I'm not convinced he will not step back into the ring again. And I agree with you. It won't be a good look. But to be
Mm,
fair, John Cena has had a lot of times where he doesn't look that great.
right. I mean, but as far as retirements go, this guy really milked it.
Oh yeah.
I can't recall a wrestler that said, "Okay, I'm coming in. I'm announcing that in a year I'm done. So I'm going to be here for a year. This is how many dates I'm going to do, and then I'm done." You know, there hasn't been any wrestlers that's really been out public like that. You know, most like, of course, for the 3 million Ric Flair retirement matches is usually 3 or 4 months before it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to retire in January or whatever."
Yeah.
But to take a whole year and the merch, the last time is now merch, and I mean, he went all out, balls to the wall, got everybody believing this is the end. And I just feel like if he does come back, it's gonna ruin that whole year.
Hmm. No, I agree. I just hope, and this will be the last thing I mention, is that once Cena is gone, once he's finally gone, this company can refocus themselves because I really seriously believe that this whole Cena thing now has made them completely lose the plot in terms of
It has.
anything interesting happening that isn't John Cena related.
It's caused them to take their eye off the ball.
Absolutely,
They
because
put
they don't really have to do anything right now because Cena's going to
no.
sell out where he goes.
He's going to sell out seats and events and everything
Yeah,
because people want to see him before he's gone.
right.
So that's all they've had to rely on. They haven't been building the Brock Lesnar, the Roman Reigns, the Braun Breakers, all them guys. those guys have kind of took a back seat all year because of John Cena.
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes is with crash and burn this past year and hasn't really been given the respect that he was before all this Cena shit.
and he's
So
been the
yeah, they took
champion.
do what?
I said he's been the main champion. Think of that.
Yeah, he's been the main champ and
He was
nobody's really gave a
he was the guy in 2024. He was the guy you put the Renaissance era on your back for. And this
yeah,
year, especially with Cena stuff, I I have no interest or care about any. The only other person that I found any interest in this year was CM Punk.
yeah,
And honestly, that's
and
just so minute. And
and
it's
that's
all,
sad.
yeah.
I
I just,
mean, I love CM Punk, but it's sad because I mean, Punk is one of those guys. He ain't got many more years left in him either,
no. If he's there for another year or two, I'd be surprised.
right? Yeah,
I'm glad he's world champion now. Don't get me wrong, but like he's not the focal point. He's never been the focal point. I'll say that much for sure. But like he's not the focal point. Cody Rhodes, your main guy that should be, really isn't. It's all been John Cena. What are you going to do when he's
hmm
gone?
they better they better refocus and get their together after Saturday. Is all I'm thinking.
That's for true. You got like I'll give you 2 or 3 weeks from the high that you get from Saturday night's main event and for the holidays coming up. I'll give you 2 or 3 bad weeks, but this build up to the Rumble better be something fierce and something good because you need it.
Yeah,
'Cause you don't have Cena to ride on anymore, like you've done for so many years. You have to use with what you got, and what you got is just aging stars and just a less than a handful of guys you can actually build the next 10 plus years on.
I,
Refocus.
I feel like I feel like with all the rumors flying around and the announcements that's been made, I don't even know if this is a renaissance or if this is more of a retirement era. Because I mean, you got AJ Styles announcing that he's going to retire next year.
Yeah, I heard that
Uh,
too.
then there's the rumors that WWE has offered Chris Jericho a retirement run.
Hmm.
Um, then you got CM Punk, who probably will be retiring anytime. So it's almost like the retirement era. We're saying goodbye to everybody.
It's so, I still just find it so crazy how great I thought and how much I was getting back into it at WrestleMania 40 and all that cool stuff was going on with the bloodline and Cody finally finishing his story. And not even a year later, I could give a.
Right?
And you add like another 6, 9 months after to now, I'm going to watch because of John Cena. I don't care about anything else.
Dead in the water.
Yep, basically where we are now. And it
And
sucks because
AEW is and AEW's done got so damn ridiculous that it's barely watchable.
I was
I've
just
seen
about to
I've
say,
seen so many clips. Yeah, I've seen so many clips. I mean, they got flamethrowers, and they're driving shoots into people's fingernails, and they're botching so many moves. Like that one chick did that moonsault, didn't even connect. Actually, she did a moonsault, landed on her feet, and then plopped down on top of the girl. I mean, it's gotten so sloppy over there, and they're trying to resort to more violence and blood to try to bring people back, and it's just having a reverse effect. Like AEW, that's a company that started years ago as something that people had hope in, is gone.
mm-hmm. And now TNA is going to be on AMC, and TNA is linked in with WWE and everything. So there's now even more
Hmm.
wrestling on prominent channels again. And it's like,
Right,
well, what are they doing other than just being like the riding the coattails of WWE?
right,
I mean, hell, most of their champions were WWE people.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. Wrestling, like the video game industry, it's just time to be a fan.
Yep,
Hate it.
it really is.
I hate. I hate it. Is there anything that I can be a fan of that just doesn't make me want to puke? Is there anything? Anything? Tell
uh,
me.
there's There's goods and bads to everything.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what's something that is good though? Speaking of this Saturday, Mad is doing their annual toy drive with Neko. Are you going
Yes.
up for that?
No, I'll have my kids.
Okay, I was curious. There are four bands that will be playing, four local bands, I should say. By the way,
I
this
think
is
it's
a
down to three
three
now.
down to three.
I think so.
Okay. So three local bands, and I will say this is very low. This is very local in the West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia area. So yeah, anybody that might be listening anywhere else is like, well, why does this pertain to me? I wanted to just point this out because Madden Doris, obvious Mad member here. So I just wanted to bring it up that they are having another toy drive for Christmas. Three local bands, including Pinky's Brains and Rise from Nothing. They're in it. They should be
I
good.
can't remember. I can't remember what band was taken out.
Okay.
So tell me the four that you have, and it might ring a
There's
bell.
Pinky's Brains, Rise from Nothing, Rebellion, is that Rebellion? And John Dale.
Okay, it may be those. I'm not sure. You
Okay.
would have to check with Skinner on that one. I know that one of the bands got dropped this past weekend. I just can't remember which one it was.
Okay. I'm just going to keep all this bit in. Who gives a But
Yeah,
there will be local bands playing. It will be at Friends Bar and Grill in Ivydale, West Virginia. New unwrapped toy or a money donation taken at the door, or is what I'm assuming will be a money donation. Correct? Possibly.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that will be there. Didn't have a start time on the poster. I'm looking at. Make sure the poster goes up at this time, future Keith. But it will be December 13th. I would say probably 7 or 8, with acts starting around 8 or 9, maybe.
Yeah,
I would say that. So yeah, that's the Mad Neko Toy Drive this Saturday. If you're listening to us, Saturday, December 13th, 2025. For anybody else, that's when it would be. So I hope you all go out and support and bring a toy or bring some kind of donation.
yeah. It makes me sad this year. OD Crew, we didn't get the venue in time, and we didn't get the bands in time for us to do our yearly toy drive.
Mhm.
We've done one the past 3 years, and this year we haven't got to do one. So kind of a kick in the face for us down here. But we're gonna bounce back next year. We'll have one back down this way.
There you go. It's always next year to put a smile on someone's face, for sure.
Yep. We're still doing we're still working with Toys for Tots down here. I know
Mhm.
up there they're working with NECO. We're working for Toys for Tots down here. We're still in communication with them and all that. So next year we'll make up for it bigger and better.
Good deal. That's good to hear. That's what I
But
want to hear. Bigger and better. That's what we're doing here now. Bigger and better.
but this year Hillbilly's still kicking ass, and they
True.
still have their toy drop. And if you are in the area on Saturday, definitely go out there and get some good music in you and help out a good cause.
There you go. Sounds good, man.
Yeah,
This has been quite the up and down episode
right.
for
Yeah,
many a different reasons, even though it started out so weird.
yeah, right.
And it happens. But hey, let's go ahead and start getting into some plugs because also we got an after show which I'm very worried about. I'm I'm seeing something that very much is causing me panic here. We'll talk about it in just a minute though. But cuz we
well,
should have yes.
while you do your plugs, take your time because my phone's at like 14%. I'm gonna go get
That's
my
what I was
charger so I
talking
can
about
plug
cuz
us
I
in.
keep seeing your thing blinking on my screen saying 13 battery remaining.
Ah, yes, okay. So you go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna go do that.
Okay, you go charge your phone. I'm gonna mute you for a minute, and I'm gonna go big screen here and be the guy that's on the thing because yes, we have A lot of stuff still coming. By the way, do you like the you like the new updated KJX3 logo, KJX 15? 15 years of KJX3. I got a lot of stuff I'm planning to hype that up even more. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We got some plugs to pull out because we didn't do it last week for obvious reasons, but we're going to do it this week because we love you. We want to give you more, but we also have stuff we want to do that it requires a little bit of the cash money. And unfortunately, we got to ask for a little help getting there. So, if you want more of this particular episode and other episodes past, check out Save the After Show. Save the After Shows on Patreon. Our Patreon is coming up in just a minute. I was trying to do this more off the cuff. Can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm more of a structured person. But Save the After Show, $5 a month. You get access to Save the After Show. There are a couple episodes up for free if you want to listen to those and see what you think, how we do the episodes after the main show. But it's just another 20, 30 minutes of us talking, going over what we talked about, talking about stuff we're going to do next week, and we go from there. But I understand this time of year and way everything's going now, that if $5 is just too much, totally get it. We also have a $1 tier. For our $1 tier, you get STPP Uncensored, which is this show, just like you're listening to it, but you can actually hear us say, you know how great that used to be? Well, I don't do it anymore. I want to reach a higher audience, larger audience, and cursing is really bad. Okay? So, if you pay $1, you can listen to as much you want, and it's unedited, and it's a little longer, and things that was talked about here that could be considered a little too much, like we talked about earlier, will be put in the app, will be put in the uncensored version, completely there, talked about. So definitely go check it out for that. You also get video version of OMO, my video game podcast. This week there was not one to go with last week with STPP. So there won't be one this week, but starting this coming Sunday, new video OMO will be back. And that will also be part 2 of the Game Awards special, because the Game Awards is this Thursday. We talked about a little bit on here, but the Game Awards will be this Thursday, and we'll see who won based on the nominee show that I had a few weeks ago. So I'm looking forward to that. $1 if you want to have the video version of OMO. And if you want your name shouted out here on the show, it's just $1. Thank you to Brandy. Thank you to Brandy. Sorry, I can't speak, for being a $1 tier donator, and to Donna for being a $5 tier member. We really appreciate that. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Jack for you supporting us 100%. So if you're listening right now and you want to join them and become $1 or even $5 tier members, and heck, $5 tier gets all the stuff doing the $1 tier plus STA. So it's not like you're just getting Save the After Show. You're getting everything too, including the shout out. But if you want to do that, go to patreon.com/STPP with Jack and Keith. In particular, that is patreon.com. I usually don't spell out Patreon, but you're welcome. /STPPWJACK, letter N, KEITH, patreon.com/STPPW, Jack and Keith. Go now. I still plan on adding more tiers in the future. And yeah. Are you back now?
I am. I have returned.
Good. Because I got off my script very early and I didn't want to get back on it.
You were OMO for a minute.
Hey. You know what? It was nice. Go away. I don't want you anymore. I have to take over. My show now.
Little Jackie tried to take over last time. Now you're trying to take over.
Trying. I have the button.
You can't get rid of me though.
That's true. If I get rid of you, I'm toast.
I've been here for like 9 years almost. I ain't going away now.
Oh my god! Stop bringing up the 9 years thing.
Right?
My god! I brought up the new KJX3 logo on the side with it being 15 in there, knowing that I did that back in high school and the name's still sticking. 15 years. You're telling
Right?
me 9 years you and I have been talking. Ugh,
Almost.
I need to find different friends, not new friends, different.
Different.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, advice for this week. I think this is pretty prevalent. And heck, I've already mentioned it once because it's on a freaking t shirt I owned. But it's very simple. Very simple advice. Never back down, never quit. Thing John Cena would always say. And we want you to never back down for what you're going to do in life and never quit at it. There could be an argument though. There could be an argument though that like if you don't like something though, you can quit. You know, it's just is that a
No.
question? I mean, but what if it's something that you don't really like and agree with, but you got into it for one reason or another, and you just want to quit? You just like kind of better yourself in something else and everything, but at the same time, you don't want to back down from it. It's just, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Help me.
I mean, I know personally, like with my kids, if they sign up for something, they're going to finish it.
But what if they don't like it?
You signed up for it. I paid for it. You got the uniform. You're doing it. At least you're going to find out if you really don't like it or if you're just guessing.
You're too old school for me, dog. Ugh.
I'm aware because I'm too old.
Well, I mean, I'm not no spring chicken myself either.
Nah, but I'm almost old enough that I could be your dad. Almost.
Take us out.
That was a hell of a closer. But anyway, thanks everybody for listening. I made Keith uncomfortable. He's starting to wonder now. But anyway, everybody have a great week. Um, have a great holiday. Be careful out there if you are dealing with snow. It's not fun. It can be, but sometimes it's not. But anyway, everybody have a great week. Keith's traumatized. We'll talk about it more on the after show. Um, but like I said, everybody have a great, safe week. Have great holiday season. We'll talk to you next time. Uh, don't drink and drive. And as always, stay metal.
I love your
Keith loves
face.
your faces.